Alright, so we have made a lot of Minecraft mobs in Spore on this channel, but we still haven't made the one mob that gets requested the most. The new mob, the new kid on the block, should we say. I am, of course, talking about the Warden. Alright, so the Warden is an interesting mob indeed. And it's a completely fictional one at that. So we got, like, no references except for a couple of pixels on the Minecraft mob. So this is definitely going to be interesting. Alright, so first off, the body of the Warden. Now, currently, this just looks like a weird-looking potato. Man, this is going to be a lot more difficult than I initially thought. Okay. I mean, right now, he just looks hella weird. It's honestly going to be a struggle to get this guy looking good. Now, a few things about the Warden stick out. First off is his chest. It kind of seems like there is this energetic core underneath his rib cage, which, funnily enough, extends throughout his whole body and not just on his actual ribs, which is interesting. And then there is, of course, the ever-open, gigantic mouth that must be extremely dry at this point. And then what I can only assume is some type of an overgrowth or a parasite or something on top of his head that grows over his eyes, making him incapable of seeing. Now, that is just my theory. The Minecraft developers tend to be a little bit shy when it comes to lore and explaining how things actually work. They want you to kind of figure it out by yourself. So there you go. That's my theory. Because honestly, looking at the Warden, it doesn't really look like he was born or hatched out of an egg. It looks more like some type of a creature that was overtaken by a parasite or some type of a growth. I don't really know. So let's start out with the chest. I kind of want to make the chest hollow just so that I can actually put something inside of the ribcage. So the Warden is going to look extremely weird at the beginning phase of. Oh my god, yeah, that's a weird looking creature. Nobody would ever guess that right there was supposed to be the Warden. Just bear with me. Bear with me, guys, please. All right, now how are we going to do this? That is the real question. All right, so I'm gonna have to shape his body with these little recoloring bumps. Now, don't let the orange color fool you. Once we go to the paint mode, all of those orange parts will turn blue. So don't you worry about that. There's enough things to worry about. I don't know about this, man. I don't know about this. All right, I guess that's a good enough start. At least we can now start making the actual little core. Now, the core of the Warden is this bright blue energy type of a situation. And we do have this part right here, which is all the colors, it seems. Let's actually bring that over to the light so we can actually get a better look at it. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a lot of colors. That is a lot of colors. Now, we are mainly just going for the cyan color. But, man, that part is just a little bit too cool to pass up on. All right, so let's actually plop that right in there. Oh, there you go. You know what? We didn't really need to make the whole thing hollow now that I think of it. I mean, that part is just going to cover the hole anyway. Yeah, that's... okay. Well, you know what? We can keep the hollow body anyway because, I mean, I've already done it. I don't feel like taking it away. I mean, we do have all of these Minecraft parts, so we could just make him in Minecraft. There we go. Done. It's finished. Perfect. All right, now for the ribs. Now, it's either the keratin horn or the cornutopia that we're going for. Let's see if we can actually use the cornutopias first, because I think they bring a lot more character when they are actually used correctly. So let's see if we can find a rotation that looks good. Oh, you know what? If we would do something like this, something like that, but then just stick it inside of his body. Honestly, I don't hate that at all, and it doesn't stick out of the body at all. Okay, so I think that is the rib cage that we're going for. So I want the rib cage to kind of be open in the middle, so as it goes down, it kind of opens up more and more. Okay, I definitely don't hate how that looks right now. Now, one little detail that I do love about these ribs is that they kind of stick outwards towards the middle, so it kind of looks like the core is warping the bones, kind of forcing the ribs to open up. I like that little detail. All right, so we can put a pin in that. That looks decent enough for now. Let's see here. I think the next part should definitely be the mouth. Now, interestingly enough, the Warden doesn't have any teeth inside of his mouth, at least not that we can see. So we just need to make a freakishly open mouth. Now, I think I can utilize this part right here. All right, so right now that looks absolutely horrible, but I definitely think we do have something there if we just keep on tweaking these parts until they... You know what? Already, it's really starting to resemble the Warden mouth. Okay, I really don't hate that. All right, you know what? Painted, it looks even better. I think we can even change the color of the rim. Oh, we can. Look at that. Oh, man. All right, that mouth looks perfect. As good as it looks from the front, it looks pretty bad from the back. What is this? Photon force? I think we could use that. Maybe if we would kind of layer it. All right, that doesn't look horrible. There we we go. Okay, just to add a little bit more detail to his jaw, I'm considering using these parts right here, just to kind of add, I don't know, gills or something. There is really nothing on the source material that suggests that he should have gills, but I have decided that he should, because everybody knows that you need crazy gills in the caves. I mean, honestly, that doesn't look bad. I really like those little gills right there on his neck. All right, now for the overgrowth on his head, we do have this little shrubbery right here, and I think that could actually be really perfect. I believe the shrubbery does recolor, sort of. It sort of recolors. I wish that it would be a little bit more vibrant, so I don't really know if we can actually use that part. Now, what we could do, just so that we have more complete control out of the color, is that we could just use this soft coat fur. The Warden isn't really a furry dude, but I think we could definitely make this look more like moss. If you ever want to see the Warden join ABBA, there you go. You're welcome. But with the right color, I do think we could use that. Okay, sure, we could use that. All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh, this part would have been perfect. But the issue with this part is that we got no sliders. We can't make it thicker. We can't make it longer. All we can do is make it bigger and smaller and then up and down. That's all we can do. So that's a no on that part then. What about this one? Can we manipulate it? We can manipulate this one, but I don't think this one is as good of a part as the previous one was. I mean, maybe. What I do like about this one is that it's supposed to be a leaf, so we got like those little details in the middle, but I think we could rather use that like its veins. Like venom, maybe. Sort of like venom, like the overgrowth is more like a symbiote. Oh, that actually sounds really cool. I want to do that. Let's do that. Okay, there we go. It kind of looks like the Warden has more like an emo cut. He's kind of going through a phase right now. Let's see how it actually paints before we make any judgment calls. Okay, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I don't love it though. I think maybe that's just a little bit too much. Now this part could definitely be used for the shoulder. Okay, we are getting somewhere. Definitely. Maybe. I don't know. Are we? Alright, now for his little antenna thingies, the extruding bits. Now the question is, what is the best way to do this? Alright, I kind of like that, although right now it just looks like horns, so we definitely need to spruce it up just a little bit. Maybe by adding some of these little details. Alright, something like that, so it sort of looks like there's this substance oozing from it. I don't know. I still don't know what I'm talking about. Good, nothing has changed. Ooh, but that does look good though. That does look good though. Alright, so the head looks good enough for now, so let's start focusing on the arm bits. The bits and pieces on the arms. Now, I really liked how the rib cage turned out, so I want to see if I can actually use these parts again. So the Warden has like these bonus parts extruding from his arms, or at least that's what I think it is. It's hard to tell, man. It's hard to tell. Now, on the actual picture, they do look rather straight, but I really like the little curved action that we got going on right now. I don't know, I just really like the curved. The curves, man, the curves! Ooh. I mean, we ain't playing Minecraft anymore. We ain't gotta go for the straight lines and the blockiness. The blockiness? Sure. Okay, I really like that. So we got this sort of like an elegant Elvis design. I don't know. But I really like that, man. Yeah, I think that's what we're going for. Now, those parts do look really weird, just kind of extruding from the body out of nowhere. So I want to see if we can actually sort of fade it into the body. And you know what? Those graspers are awful. Let's replace those. What type of graspers would the Warden have? Okay, you know what? I really like those graspers. I don't know. They just really fit the creature well, I think. Now for the feet, okay, those are some good feet right there. That's some good feet. Don't quote me on that. I don't want to be seeing any types of weird quotes on some weird websites. Just don't. All right, you know what? So far it is looking hella cool. I actually think these horns might actually need to be a little bit bigger. Something like that actually looks a little bit better. I kind of like it when it kind of sticks out of the shoulder like that. Yeah, that looks kind of dope. Oh, I really like how those bones actually stick out of the shoulder like that. Yeah, let's not restrain him. Let's just let all the parts and bits fly. Not all the parts. Let's keep some of it covered up. Okay, so how are we going to do the rest of his body? I mean, we got a lot of free real estate right here. We definitely need to fill in that body area right there. Let's see, what types of parts should we use for that then? I just found some really interesting parts. This one is just called Moz. This one is called Agony. This one is just called Pain. How does Pain look like? Oh, Pain is a little seashell. Alright, so I added some details to the sides of his chest just because I wanted to buff him up a little bit. He felt a little bit too weak. Oh, you know what? Yeah, his hips definitely needed a little bit more Girth. Oh, that's a nasty word. Why is that word so nasty? There's nothing inherently nasty about that word, but somehow it is just so nasty. Girth. Alright, so I tried putting some foliage all over his arms and legs, and I don't like it. I don't like it, so we are definitely removing that. I do think it's necessary around that part, so let's just keep that right there. We don't want to repeat the John Cena video. You know what? This leaf isn't working out. Sorry. Okay, there we go. I think that is a nice combination of parts right there. Now, I do think the horns need to be a little bit bigger, actually. I mean, they're not really horns. I don't know why I keep on calling them horns. They're not horns. But yes, definitely bigger. Bigger is better. Sorry, boys. I kind of want to add more of these parts right here. All right, I've decided that I hate these parts. Let's get rid of them. Let's see if we can utilize these parts instead. They were a lot cooler. Okay, you know what? Oh, this guy is really coming together now. I mean, maybe we can try to combine it with these leaves. Might be a good call. I'm not sure. All right, there we go. Now that I've added some shaders, look at how good this guy looks. Now, there's a couple of things that I still want to do with this guy. The first thing I want to do is kind of spruce up the little core he has underneath his rib cage, because I do think it's supposed to glow. Oh, and we got this large blue glow right here. Oh, I think that's perfect. I think that is really perfect. Okay, so let's try to get that inside of his chest right there. Alright, so here we have our finished Warden. Now, we did take some creative liberty here, mostly because simplicity works really well on Minecraft creatures, but it doesn't really work equally as well as a Spore creature, in my humble opinion. So I had to go and add a lot of details throughout his body just to make it not boring. And here's how it looks like without these shaders. I got a shader on, I can flick it on and off. Definitely looks a lot better with these shaders, but without these shaders, I think it looks pretty good too. Alright, so let's take a quick little look at him in game. But this time I want to do it a little bit differently. Usually I just plop my creatures down on the ground and take a look at them. But the Warden is a cave dwelling creature, so we can't just do that. We gotta take a real look at him inside of an actual cave. So we gotta make a cave. Stone. So let's just grab a whole bunch of different stones and make ourselves a little cave. Alright, so I've constructed a little cave. It doesn't need to look pretty, okay? It just needs to be a cave. Now, I don't have Steve just yet, so I guess we're taking a look at the Warden as a villager. Alright, so let's enter the cave where the Warden awaits us. Oh, I can already hear him. I can already hear him. Oh, there he is. Oh, there he is. Looking all gigantic and scary. Oh, look at that. His mouth actually animates too. That's a happy little mistake. I didn't even mean for it to do that. Now, the Warden is blind, so he hasn't even noticed that I'm here. Hello, sir. He should be attacking me right now, but like I said, he is blind as a bat. Blind as a bat, my dude. What if we initiate the attack first? Maybe then he will see us. Just a little bite action. Just like that. Okay, run away, run away. Okay, he has now noticed you. He knows that we exist. Oh, he does the little stompy stomp. Oh, and he shoots fireballs. Alright, so this is how he looks without these shaders. I still think he looks really good without these shaders, but that's how he looks as an epic. Now, let's take a quick little look at how he looks like as a little weenie old boy. Oh, there he is, just waiting for us to come. Oh, what a sweetie, what a cutie. Now, I think I want to do one more video on the Warden, except I don't want to do it in Spore that time. What many of you guys don't know is that before I worked as a YouTuber, I worked as a graphic designer. So I would actually love to make a video where I try to make a realistic version of the Warden, but in Photoshop. Let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing a video like that. It would definitely be fun to make, so I hope you guys want to see that. We might as well just play as the Warden. Wait, what is happening? Whoa, okay, bad time? Yeah, he looks a little bit confused as to what is happening. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you did. Also, make sure to let me know what you think of today's creature and to leave a recommendation as of what I should be creating next. So like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's little video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you did, and I will see all of you beautiful faces in the next one. Have a good one, guys.